Welcome to news across Nigeria on Som TV. We are broadcasting live from Jalingo, Taraba State. Follow us on Facebook at Som TV and subscribe to our YouTube channels at Som TV Live. Now, the major headlines. Group urges action against rising prostate cancers among black men. Plateau community gets electricity after 20 years. No genocide in northern Nigeria, says African Union chief. I am Esther Oka-Stephen. Now the news in full. The Inclusive Cancer Care Research Equity Consortium for Black Men has called for the united front in tackling the rising cases of prostate cancer globally. The call was made at one-day protest council summit in Lokoja on Wednesday, themed United Against Prostate Cancer. A consultant urologist and representative of IC Care Lokoja, Dr. Ayodeji Ogumola, said the summit, organized in partnership with the urology unit of the Federal Teaching Hospital Lokoja, coincided with the Global Men's Health Awareness Month. The summit would provide a safe space for men to share their experiences, break down stigmas, ask questions, and learn from experts, Ogumola said. After more than 20 years in darkness, residents of Namu community in Kwampan local government area of Plateau State on Thursday received a major boost in electricity supply following the commissioning of a 50-kilowatt solar mini-grid project. The project, implemented through a partnership between the Global Environment Facility, GEF, United Nations Development Program, Rural Electrification Agency, Plateau State Energy Corporation, and Cloud Energy, aimed to provide reliable power to rural communities across the state. Speaking during the commissioning, Governor Caleb Mufwang said the project marked a new chapter in the development of Namu and other rural communities that had long remained without power. He reaffirmed his administration's commitment to improving the lives of rural dwellers through three key areas: electricity, road construction, and water. The African Union chief said there was no genocide in Nigeria's volatile north after U.S. President Donald Trump claimed that Christians were being slaughtered and faced threats. Trump this month threatened to carry out an armed invasion in Nigeria, saying radical Islamists were killing Christians in very large numbers. The U.S. leader said Christianity was facing an essential threat in the West African nation, adding that if Nigeria does not stem the killing, the United States will attack, and it will be very fast, vicious, and sweet. Chair of the African Union Commission, Mahmoud Ali, told a press conference on Wednesday in New York that there is no genocide in northern Nigeria. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested 20 persons for various offenses, allegedly posing threats to Nigeria's national security. The NSCDC National Public Relations Officer, Babawale Afolabi, disclosed this during a press briefing on Thursday in Abuja. Afolabi said the Commandant General Special Intelligence Squad, acting on a directive of the NSCDC Commandant General Ahmed Udi, carried out the arrest between October and November as part of ongoing operation to clamp down on criminal activities across the country. Giving a breakdown of the arrest, Afolabi said 8 suspects were apprehended for alleged involvement in kidnapping, armed robbery, and murder. The family of the late singer Ileoluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, has renewed its call for a transparent and independent investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. In a statement issued on Tuesday and signed by the head of the family, Omolayo Aloba, and Mohbad's father, Joseph Aloba, sent to Punch Metro on Wednesday, the family also directed the late singer's partner, Wunmi Adebanjo, to stop using the family's surname Aloba, pending the outcome of a court-ordered DNA test. According to a statement, the family said it remained resolute in its demand for a comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death, adding that it had appointed new legal counsel for all estate and DNA-related matters. The statement partly read, "The Aloba families remains resolute in its demand for a transparent, independent and comprehensive investigation into the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death. The family is committed to seeing that justice is served, the truth uncovered, and those responsible held accountable." The director of mobilization of the Obedient Movement, Maurice Omoye, has resigned from his position. Omoye announced his resignation in a state post on his X handle on Thursday, saying that despite his passion and personal financial contributions, the movement's poor coordination and underwhelming performance in the recent Anambra election had made his role untenable. Almost a year down the line, most of our short, medium, and long-time plans have not been met. I won't be part of optics and no work. The poor showing at the Anambra election has also made my position untenable, he said. Former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki has advised the People's Democratic Party to suspend its planned national convention slated for November 15th and 6, 2025 in Ibadan, Oyo State, citing legal and political controversies surrounding the exercise. Saraki made the call in a statement via his official X-Twitter handle on Wednesday night, following a meeting with members of the Board of Trustees Reconciliation Committee of the party led by Ambassador Hassan Adamu, who visited him at his Abuja residence to seek his view on restoring peace within the People Democratic Party. The former Kwara State governor described the meeting as meaningful and incisive, noting that it focused on pressing issues affecting the party unity and stability. He expressed regret that despite the selfless and odious efforts of some party leaders to resolve internal disputes, the forthcoming convention had been engulfed in political and legal wrangling, which, according to him, does not comes well for Nigeria's democracy. The Senate on Wednesday approved President Bola Tinubu's request to raise 1.15 trillion naira through domestic borrowing to cover the funding shortfall in 2025 Appropriation Act. The resolution of the Red Chamber followed its adoption of a report presented by the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debts. Police have arrested a man suspected to have stolen a Toyota Hilux from the convoy of Kano State Deputy Governor Aminu Abdulsalam Gwarzo. The office of the Deputy Governor confirmed that the stolen Toyota Hilux vehicle had been successfully recovered. An Oyo State High Court sitting in Ibadan has again extended its interim order restraining any interference with the planned National Convention of the People Democratic Party scheduled for 15th November and 16 in Ibadan. In his ruling on Monday, Justice Laderan Akintola ordered that the interim injunction earlier granted on the ex parte motion filed by the claimant applicants would continue to subsist pending the determination of the suit before the court. Fear has struck a farming community in Alkalije in Kilgori district of Yabu local government area of Sokoto State, following an attack by suspected Lukrama bandits that left 5 dead, including a pregnant woman. Residents says the attackers stormed the village in the early hours, shooting and leaving trails of sorrow and destruction in their wake. The Naira on Wednesday depreciated to 1,465 Naira per dollar in the parallel market from 1,462 Naira per dollar on Tuesday. Likewise, the Naira depreciated to 1,444 Naira per dollar in the Nigerian foreign exchange market. The Department of State Service has filed a 6-count charge against 27-year-old Innocent Chukwuemeka for allegedly calling for a military coup in the country. The charges brought before the Federal High Court in Abuja under case number FHC/ABJ/C/C610/2025 relates to posts Chukwuemeka made on his verified X account in October 2025. The House of Representatives have resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate abandoned federal government-owned landed property and building across the country, reportedly valued at over millions. We now go on a brief commercial break. We'll be right back shortly. Don't change the channels.
Hi Adamawa, hi Yola. Introducing to you SuperGo. SuperGo is a 4-in-1 app. With SuperGo, you can be able to order your ride, and your ride will locate you anywhere you are in the city and it take you to your destination without stress. With SuperGo, you can be able to do all online banking transactions with less stress and 100% safe and sound. With just one click of your button, your logistics is 100% covered with SuperGo. And guess what? We can help you buy everything you need at the supermarkets, at the pharmacy, and more with SuperGo. SuperGo is now your Superman for everything you need to get or do. For more information on how to get SuperGo app, use the link displayed on your screen right now. Omo, you never tired to this stranded every day. Come on, with just one click, SuperGo don't come pick you once, straight up. And again, even all your marketing, waka. SuperGo don't buy them for you, carry and go for your house. Let's go, SuperGo 100% active. Don't forget, SuperGo and Superman for you.
Welcome back. Lagos State authorities on Thursday sealed Ijenla restaurant at number 40 Fola Osibo Street, Lekki, over environmental violation. Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, stated on X that the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office took the action after the restaurant was found deliberately discharging raw materials into public drains using a pumping machine. The Lagos State Wastewater Management Office on Thursday, 13th November 2025, sealed off Ijenla restaurant at number 40 Fola Osibo Street, Lekki, Lagos, for deliberately discharge of raw materials into the public drain via a pumping machine, causing offensive odor in the community, constituting public nuisance, environmental pollution, and endangering human life, Wahab said. He warned that such acts would not be tolerated, adding, "Every act of environmental nuisance and pollution portends grave dangers to public health and will not be met with appropriate sanction and/or prosecution." Salvastin Timothy has been killed by suspected armed robber in the satellite town area of Lagos. Punch Metro learned that the incident occurred on Sunday in the Olusanoye Street area of the community. A police source who spoke to our correspondent in confidence on Wednesday but did not want his name in print as he was not permitted to speak on the incident, said the deceased victim was attacked shortly after he returned home after the day's work. The source said a complaint was made to the police on Monday morning that he was attacked in his apartment after he returned home from his place of work on Sunday night. The robbers robbed him of his belongings and transferred a certain amount of money from his bank account. He was thereafter shot in the head. This brings us to the end of this edition of News Across Nigeria. Do well to follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.